Hi, if you are finding that your menopause has affected your confidence, then you're not alone because it affects so many women in so many ways. But this video is all about how to dress confidently and how to use your clothes to help your confidence during this phase in life because you're changing on so many levels and your perception of how you want to look on the outside as well as how you feel on the inside is changing with you, and therefore the clothes that you wear have to work super hard to project what's going on and how professional you are within the workplace. Because if you're feeling less than confident on the inside, your clothes can do the work for you on the outside so that you can go to work feeling confident, in control, and able to do the job that you've got and look at the next one. So start looking at the next managerial level. So today, my name is Kate Usher, and not today, my name is Kate Usher. My name is Kate Usher, and this is Gail Morgan. No, I change my name every day. This is Gail Morgan, and she's an image coach and trainer. And today, this is what we're going to be talking about: is how to dress confidently. Now, this is the third in the series of videos. The first one was about hot flushes. The one before that was about dressing to manage weight gain during menopause because it affects so many of us. And today it's all about dressing for confidence. Now, it's not just how you feel psychologically about yourself. And I say just, but it's not that sort of simple, superficial thing that is often aimed at women that dressing is all about. This is a deep sense of self when you're in your menopause, how you feel about yourself, how you want to project yourself. This is so important because your body is physically changing as well. And it can be the first time that that's happened since puberty. Even if you had children, many of us have managed to sort of lose the weight, gain your physique again, and now suddenly it's all out of control, and you certainly didn't ask for that. So not only is that happening, but the loss of estrogen in your body is affecting your hair, your skin, your nails. They're becoming dry and brittle, and it can feel like you're losing control of what's going on. Well, we're here to tell you that not only can you gain control, but also that there is a really easy way to do that with your clothes. So, Gail, not that I'm expecting you to fix the entire whole sort of menopausal thing, but what are your suggestions for women to dress with confidence at this time?
Well, I think the main thing to think about is what do you feel comfortable in, because you've got to rock it. So if you are wearing something that makes you fidget or feels uncomfortable or is too tight, it's not going to happen. The confidence is not going to come from within because you're going to be aware of that. And so when I'm with clients in a fitting room, if they're fiddling with their clothes, which sounds really bad, but if they're tweaking or they can't kind of cut straight with it, I kind of go, no, this isn't right, because it should just feel like a second skin. And if you put something on and it just feels amazing against your skin, it moves with you, it flatters your skin tone, it flatters your figure, then it's fabulous. Yeah, and so you're going to feel that much better. So those would be the first thing I would think about. If you put something on and it itches or it feels uncomfortable, it's too tight, it's not worth the bother.
I mean, the first thing that springs to mind as you were saying that is wool. I can't wear wool; it's all scratchy and itchy, and I spend my time, really fidgeting. And equal mohair, God, I can't wear that. Remember in like the 70s and 80s when everyone wore the big mohair jumpers? I'd spend my time like pulling most of it and on that. I mean, it's just horrific. But but obviously not everyone thinks the same way as me. But you're right. If you don't feel comfortable, if you don't put it on and it makes you feel fantastic, then take it off and put it on something that does.
Yeah, I mean, going back to Marie Kondo, wardrobe guru, although she's done other things, a decluttering guru. It's do you love it? You know, does it bring you joy? And you know, there are going to be clothes in our wardrobes that are functional, but equally there's no reason why they can't feel good against our skin and they can't give us some sort of joy. And if you've got things in your wardrobe that don't bring you joy, or they're just there because they have to be there, then it's going to undermine your confidence straight away. So it doesn't have to be major. It could be a necklace, it could be a piece of jewelry, it could be a scarf that you could put on as well that can bring you joy, that could lift something that's quite mundane almost. And that's a really key thing to think about as well. So bringing something out there. Obviously, I'm going to say that knowing the colours that suit you are really important, because that's an instant thing that you don't need to do anything else. If you put a colour on that gives your skin some lift, you're sorted. And you know, if you know you've got a go-to colour that's going to make you look healthy, make you look well, before you do anything else, why wouldn't you put it on? Yeah. And so that's really important to know. That is I would say vital, and certainly at this stage in life, because it just, you know, filters out everything else. Just is not important, because you know you can look fantastic just doing that, and that will immediately do that. But it is knowing and having those key pieces for those days when you're just feeling a bit blur, that you know you can put on, and it's just going to give you that voom.
Yeah, I think for the women that I speak to, they're often, it's about recognizing A, what you feel, what you like about yourself, B, what you don't like about yourself, so what you're going to cover up, and C, what symptoms you're having to manage on a day-to-day basis. So and we've already covered hot flushes, and we've already covered weight gain, but there are so many other ones. So if you've got scratchy skin, so it feels, it's called formication. If it feels like you've got over your skin, then you don't want to aggravate that, and you want something that feels really soft and lovely on your skin. And maybe something that you can easily, if you go to the loo, go and put some lotion on in order to make your skin feel a bit better, without, you know, having to deal with complex, loads of buttons and complex clothes.
I think it's you know, the word that came to mind is, just as you were speaking there, is pampering ourselves. You know, it's taking time to pamper ourselves physically with, you know, beautiful lotions and potions and things, and really looking after our skin. So could be time to rethink your moisturizer and your skincare, because you know our skin will change so much, and we'll probably need more moisturization. So my top tip is always to look for a moisturizer with some hyaluronic acid in there, which sounds like it's going to be really bad for the skin, but actually it's not. When we're born, we have 100% of it, and that's why babies have lovely plump skin. But by the time we've hit 50, we've lost 70% of that naturally within our skin. So you need to go and find products with hyaluronic acid in, because it gives you that plumping up skin stuff. So yeah, go there.
For body as well as for face.
Well, it might be a bit expensive to do it all over your body, but you'll always find it in skin, well, not always, you'll find it in skin, in facial skincare. And then I just got this on my desk, so I'll just show, I don't know if you can see that, but it's an OPI nail envy, because my nails used to be absolutely fantastic, and they've just dry and brittle now. And so that is definitely a long-lasting menopausal thing for me, but that is a really good treatment that you can put on, and it just looks like a clear nail varnish. And so you could use something like that for your nails.
Yeah, I think that's so important. I know that my nails just broke and broke and broke and split, and they were a right mess. And it's no one will be surprised who looks at my videos that I use my hands a lot.
Me too.
So it's something that you can't hide if you've got horrible nails. And I used to feel very, very, very self-conscious about it. And also with the lockdowns, etc., not everybody wants to go and get gels put on their hands, because who knows, you know, you might have to do the dreaded grow out and all those sorts of things. So something like that, they're such brilliant little tips that help to get through this.
Yeah. And that does it kind of, and also use any sort of cuticle oil and just nourish your nails. Just put any oil up, to be honest. You could, maybe not paraffin, but you know what I mean, you can use a sort of coconut oil or something like that. Just rub it into your nails at night, along with hand cream and stuff, and that really helps nourish your nails as well, because, you know, as you say, they're on show all the time.
Yeah, so if a woman comes to you and she's lost her confidence in how to dress for herself, and maybe she's looking at a promotion and she knows she's got to readdress how she presents herself, what are the first things that you say to women in order to get them to feel more confident about their outward presentation?
Well, it's a very long, a long sort of story there, but okay.
There.
I mean, it's about getting to know the person really and what they want to do. So I would usually say to clients, you know, how do you want to be seen? How do you want to be perceived? And from that, we can work out the sort of clothes, the brands that are going to work for them, the job title, the job that they're going for, the promotion that they're going for, the company ethics and ethos, all those elements, and how, you know, she wants to project herself, because they will vary. It's not just about putting a suit on and you're done, because nowadays dress codes are so completely diluted and changeable, that it's about sort of unpicking through the fashion as to what we can actually wear that will project how we want to be seen to that outside world. And that's not something that can be done straight away, because it's about understanding where someone is at and where they want to go to.
I think that's so important. I mean, we are in a time now where it is not just I get to this level and I have to wear a suit. You can find amazing dresses. I love Diane von Furstenberg dresses, as you know. I have an absolute obsession for them because they work hard. They work really hard. They're cut beautifully, and I put them on and they work hard for me.
Exactly. And if you've got something like that, again, that gives all the confidence things, because you just feel amazing in them, and they're not tight around the tummy. You know, you feel great in them. They're covering your arms, so you're not losing that credibility and authority by revealing your skin. So it ticks all those boxes. So finding fabulous dresses that really work is often the key. To doing this. But as women, we have so much choice when we're looking at the dress down options, that it's really hard to know what to do, because, you know, even if you just thought about the different length types of jackets we could wear, the different types of skirts or trousers we could wear, you know, we've got culottes, we've got wide leg, we've got narrow leg, we've got, you know, different types of shapes, got peg legs, we've got all sorts of things that you could, that's just trousers before we go anywhere else. And then different type shoes. So, you know, men think they've got a challenge when they get dressed to go to work. It is nothing in comparison to what we have to do, plus mixing in the menopause symptoms as well. So really finding that simple wardrobe, business wardrobe that works for you really is so important, that you know you've got something you can grab, which is going to make you feel amazing, and you can just go and do what you do best.
I think that they're incredible points. I think just touching on that sort of menopausal issue, if there are certain symptoms which have an outward representation, maybe anxiety or panic attacks, if you have those, and I know that in one of our previous videos, the weight gain one, we talked about tight shirts, like fitted business shirts, that and also in the hot flushes one. Sorry, it's getting a bit confusing there. We were saying that it can feel so restrictive, and when you get hot, it can feel like you've doubled in size, and your shirt is really restrictive. And I think if you have anxiety or any form of psychological symptoms, having restrictive clothes doesn't help. It doesn't help at all. So maybe those standard business rules need to be adjusted. So you need to find clothing that makes you feel comfortable and on it at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, it's about flexing it as well. And again, you know, different roles will have different different combinations that you can go for, you know, and we don't have to conform to the old norms anymore, because we're flexing and, you know, got all this hybrid working. We were doing some at home, we'll be doing some in the office. It gives us an opportunity to try out and to create our own dress code, our own uniform for work, that reflects us and, you know, and helps us through this period as well without feeling constricted.
Fantastic. Okay, so that's it for today. By all means, go back and see the previous videos. There was one on weight gain and there was one on hot flushes, and the next one is all about exercise. So dressing for exercise, because I know that Lycra is either your best friend or your enemy. So that's going to be our next video. So great. Please leave your message and subscribe. See you soon.